They're so in demand because they're not available. It's simply that the supply has dried up. I would say in the last 2 years, it's become increasingly difficult to nigh impossible to get an old style Cooper. Up till about a year ago, you were still able to buy them, probably a 4 to 6 month lead-in time. And then all of a sudden they were just off the shelves completely. Shops weren't stocking them. Cooper.ie wasn't stopping them or stocking them. Sorry, and you just couldn't get your hands on one at the length and breadth of Ireland, regardless of how hard you were trying. There were people selling them who maybe had old style ones themselves, or that their grandparents or parents were, and they were able to basically name their price for them. And some people were still able to get them in that sense, but in terms of shop stocking them, they haven't been stocked for, I would say, a good part of a year now. Definitely something to make money out of. I mean, kids see it as fashionable to be wearing a Cooper, and they have it, restitched to look like an old style Cooper. They have new chin guards put on them, new earpieces, new visors, and there is people making a lot of money out of doing that. Anything from £30 for a new visor or a bit of stitching, and there's kids paying £200, £300, £400 for one of these Cooper helmets. So, people who are that wee bit more, I suppose, thinking they can make a wee bit of money out of it, are finding ways and means of doing it. And they're taking their grandparents' helmets apart, refixing them with other pieces off different helmets sometimes, and remodeling them and selling them as Coopers. Yeah, definitely. I mean, as a parent and a coach, you're worried about every kid going out, regardless of what sport they're playing, that they have the right equipment and the environment that you're coaching in and that you're sending your kids into is a safe environment. But if we're not sure what type of helmets the kids are wearing, then you're not sure how safe they are when they're actually playing. And as the kids get older, there's a lot more contact and a lot more opportunities for people to get hurt. And if the helmet isn't safe, which is a major part of equipment now in hurling, same way a gum shield in football, then we are sending kids into the unknown. And if somebody gets hurt, you don't know who's liable for that, or what the repercussions are. Well, you would assume there could be some guidance from GA headquarters in terms of the type of helmet that is certified at the minute and that does have a safety certificate. And if that guidance is there, then it probably just needs recommunicated out to provincial boards, county boards, and then the clubs, because parents are asking literally on a weekly basis, what type of helmet should my kid be wearing? And at this stage, we can't give them that exact advice because kids are wearing, 10 different types of helmets, or one helmet made of 10 different pieces from 10 different helmets. So I think until there's more communication and guidance, which is very accurate, then people will still continue just to wear helmets and make them as they go. Anything from a £10 to £70 for a hurling stick, depending on what size you're getting. And from hurling helmets, going from probably £60 for a standard juvenile helmet, right up to, some kids are paying £400 or £500 for old style Coopers. So that pressure definitely is on parents.